And welcome to week 3 of the final drive. I'm Zach Hanley. He's Andrew Banstra. And for most teams, tonight is the beginning of conference play.
And not many conferences are like the Badger Large. It has two teams that are two of the best in the state, and Sun Prairie East trying to build their own dynasty. Of course, Waunakee already has theirs. The Warriors host to the Cardinals tonight in our game of the week. Waunakee in front of a raucous home crowd trying to keep their top dog status. We start in the third quarter. Waunakee leads 24-0. And how about 31-0? Ben Lindley pushes through for 6 and gets the score for Waunakee. And then later in the third, Cardinals just trying to get something going. But there's the big man, Wade Bryan. He's hungry, and all he wants is a sack lunch. Turnover on downs from the big man. And then in the fourth, still 31-0. East trying to move the sticks, but Ian Hamilton from Waunakee says, I'll take that. Almost got it all the way back to the house. It was good enough for Waunakee to shut out Sun Prairie East. 31-0, the final.
We could just call Middleton Road Warriors. In 2 weeks, the Cardinals have went into Bayport and Waterford and came away with impressive wins. And tonight, they're looking to do that again on the road. Follette hosting the third-ranked team in Division I, and Middleton flew out of the gates. First, it's Gabe Piscini looking, and then dropping a dime on Troy Teff in the end zone. 31 yards on the score. Cardinals up 7-0. 14-0 now in the second, and this time Kavion Whitelow runs right through that Lancer defense and dives in for 6 more. He scored twice tonight. Now, later in the quarter, more Piscini and that golden arm. Check out this bomb to Damian Hansbrough, who gets his feet in. All Cardinals tonight, they take it 48-0. One word to describe Verona: explosive. The reigning Big 8 champs spotted Kenosha Indian Trail a 14-point lead last week and then scored the final 42 points of the game. Tonight, I'm guessing Andrew Riley's looking for a faster start for his Wildcats. Verona hosting Madison East in their Big 8 opener, and the home team wasted no time to get on the board. Opening drive of the game, Eli Lagomasino hits Mike Velichka, and he does the rest, scampering in from 23 yards out to make it 7-0 Verona. Then the special teams would get special. East on the punt, and Rowan Boniface blocks the punt, then scoops and scores to make it 15-0. And then it's that Lagomasino to Velichka connection again. This time it's from 7 yards out. Wildcats roll 43-0, the final.
Elsewhere in the Big 8, Memorial started out conference play with a 21-9 win over Janesville Parker, and Janesville Craig moved to 3-0 on the year with a 32-7 win over Madison West. DeForest is trying to keep forward progress, stack wins year over year, but for Mount Horeb Barneveld, they are on the rise, and that starts with their quarterback, Casey Helgeson. Defoe getting the spray down from their home crowd on their way in, but here's Mount Horeb from the 5 in a scoreless game. Trenton Owens on the handoff, and good luck stopping this train. Number 2 forces the issue and finds his way to the end zone for 6. Watch this one, Zach. Later in the first half, MHB try to double that lead, and there's only one way to do that. Starts with Helgeson. Look at this bomb, and Chris Keel says, let me introduce you to my friend Randy Moss. Talk about a mossing for 6. Tell you one more thing, that's not the only moss we saw from Keel in this game. MHB wins it 42-22, the final.
In the Badger Large, Oregon hosting Milton. And this one was a wild one. Panthers down 21-0 with 7 seconds before the half. Cole Kruger drops a tutty dime on Peter Noka. And the home team is on the board. Third quarter now, Oregon driving again. Kruger hits Devin Rice in the flat, and that dude makes people look silly. The big gainer sets the Panthers up, knocking on the door, and Maximus Matthews, what a name, bowls his way in. This one would go to OT, though. Milton gets the win, 28-27. Beaver Dam stays undefeated with a 50-13 win over Fort Atkinson. And in the Capital Conference, Lodi takes down Lakeside Lutheran, and they move to 3-0. Columbus moves their win streak to 17 games with a 58-12 win over Bigfoot, and Darlington bounces back in a big way after last week's loss with a 33-point win at Potosi Cassville.